guys, welcome back to the Hesitant Homesteader. Jenna and Ben here. We are just taking a walk around the property. After talking to Rose and Jen last night, we realized that we need to do a little bit more planning as to where these goats are going to go. We're also going to walk around and kind of decide where we want to expand our garden space. So we left the kids inside, hopefully not killing each other, and we're just going to take a little walk around. So hang out with us today.
I was going to put a lean-to on that front bay up there.
Okay. Is there a reason why you think that won't work?
No, I think it'll probably still work. We put a lean-to off that front bay. I'll probably end up cutting these smaller trees down. I'm hoping to save that one. It's a little close, but I like the shade. So if you lose those three, then I can run a lean-to over those two bays and then bring it out here, and then this whole area over here will all be fenced in, and then run it back here through the woods.
Making a phone call?
Just calling the kids.
To tell them to behave?
Hey. Your little tiny sister was just outside naked.
So what are you thinking?
I'm thinking run the fencing right along here. I want to trim that tree up anyway because I can't mow. And then we can...
So go right along where this is an area over here where we're going to eventually put in a little pond because it's naturally lower here anyways, but so put the fencing right up against here.
Yeah, just
so
along.
They can't go in there.
Yeah, so I don't want them going in the pond. It might be okay for them, but I like to keep the pond clean.
The cat's totally peeing in our video. Ginger, that's not very polite.
So run straight up through here, and we'll need to, once we get up here, we can determine whether we want to open it up or keep it a path.
Right, okay, so we have, this opens up into another big grassed in area.
Yeah, because like this is the field next to us is not ours. That's the neighbor's field. So we'll just want to give him a little room. So we'll want to set the fence in. We can go, animal fencing can go all the way up to the property line per the zoning codes. So we could
I just don't know if I want it that close if he's spraying and...
Well, he's got a big disc and big farm equipment that I'd rather give him a little bit of room. I mean, our mower's 5 foot wide. I mean, if we went 5 foot in, that gives us enough room to mow on the outside. Just go beyond those trees.
Okay.
Probably like to take half these trees out, these little scraggly ones, rip them out with the tractor.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of little ones, and it's kind of a mowing nightmare right here.
Although
it's a really long time.
Rose said maybe the goats will just eat them.
It's true. Might be bigger than what our little.
They might be good
guys.
For the goats.
You might like that one right there, that scrubby thing.
Yeah, they're mulberry trees, so maybe they'll like them. But then you can kind of see our remnants from the previous owner. She got into bees, but the hives were already. I mean, they were all toast before we got the property. They weren't salvageable. But what I'm thinking is run like 10 foot wide out and maybe even trim some of those weeds back because our property line's like halfway into the brush. and then we can run all the way back to our wooded lot back there.
We'd really like them to get back there and clean out some of that area. That's kind of one of the goals here of getting goats. So
the other thing we could do, we can reclaim or turn this to pasture, some of this. I don't want to do the whole thing right now, but eventually we can get there. But I'm thinking maybe we go out 30 feet or so and reclaim that whole section.
yeah,
But eventually I want to do our main barn or bigger barn down over here. So that won't be like that would be packed into this area anyway. But ideally I'd like to get them back there, because I think from what Rose was saying, their palate is, I think they're going to really like it back there, because there's a lot of overgrowth of woody material back there. Yeah. Snow's pretty.
It is pretty. It's hard to get on camera, really, but these big flakes that are slowly falling.
So hopefully nothing will stick too much.
Oh gosh, so ready for spring.
Ready for spring.
All right, after showing you some of the property, we're hoping that some of you can give us some input as to what you think will be maybe the best idea for our goats, where we should put them or where the fencing should go. So if you have any advice, please comment. Let us know what that might be.
Yeah, with the ultimate goal to keep in mind, what we're getting right now is Nigerian dwarfs, so they're going to be a small goat. But our goal is to look at meat goats and even possibly dairy goats. But we're really kind of open, just gonna kind of get the pet goats first and go from there.
We'll talk about your trees.
What about my trees?
Our property's full of mulberry trees that aren't worth much.
Oh, they're such a nuisance, but the chickens love them. The chickens love eating the mulberries.
The kids love them.
The kids love them. Their feet love them.
Yeah.
They come in.
Bright purple feet.
Bright purple feet. They want to walk in the house, and so. But,
it doesn't come off either.
No.
It stays there for days.
You know, we have like all of this. Most of these are mulberries, and it's really convenient because I don't know if there's different. Whether it's just because of the different ages of the trees, or if it's a different hybrid of mulberry or what, but they ripen all at different stages. So you'll have instead of having a couple weeks or 3 or 4 weeks where you have mulberries, we have mulberries for
like
anywhere from 2 to 3 months. So it's a good thing if you're going to harvest them. We've made pies out of them. It's a lot of work, but they're delicious.
They're little, so yeah, you have to get a bunch.
The kids just love coming out, picking them. Obviously, the chickens love eating them. So my guess is we'll probably have other animals that will eat them. Hopefully, I haven't done any research. Rose, if you watch this, let me know. Hopefully, mulberries are not poisonous to goats, because I'll be in trouble.
Yeah, we will have to do some major land clearing if goats are allergic to mulberries. That would be like detrimental.
I've already, believe it or not, it probably doesn't look like it, but I've already probably ripped out 120 of these little mulberry trees, and they're hard to kill. They seem like they just keep coming back. You can trim them back way back to where it's just a stump, and we can actually show you one over here that I cut back. Was gonna cut it down, ran out of gas, and just never got back around to it. And I can show you what it looks like now after a year. It's the equivalent of a mulberry bush. It's quite odd. So
we could sing the song. Here we go down the mulberry bush.
Yeah, you don't want to hear me sing.